Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we're looking at iOS 13.3.1 after 3 betas. We're going to take a look at what's new, some bug fixes, performance, and of course the battery life. And we are also going to take a look at whether or not you should update. Now let's look at some things at the beginning. So of course here you can see that the update is at about 4 gigabytes. However, normally it's quite small at around 280 megabytes, but for some reason mine is 4 gigabytes. Therefore, it will vary depending on which device you have and which software version you are coming from. Even though it was a small update, it's quite a major one. So if you head over into settings and we go into general and about section, we can see that we're running 17D50. So that's the build number, and just a little lower we're going to see the modem firmware, which is 1.04.06, which went from 1.03.012 in iOS 13.3. So that's quite a big jump right over here. If you had any connectivity issues regarding LTE, Wi-Fi, or anything in general, then this should fix it. Now let's look at some of the new features. So over in settings, one big feature was in privacy, location services, system services, and then here networking and wireless. So if you click on that, it's even going to tell you turning off location for networking and wireless may affect Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and ultra wideband performance. This basically, what happened in the past is that it would still show the location symbol on top, and what it would do, it would still be tracking you even though this was off. So now if you keep it on, you have some additional functionality, but if you keep it off, it will reduce some functionality, but you will still be able to use AirDrop and features like that. But you can fully disable location tracking as of this point. One issue that was previously was in screen time, in communication limits. You can basically select for your child, if you have one, with which person she or he can communicate, but before they could bypass that. So this has been fixed. Now you need a passcode every time you want to make a change in this setting. Also, another issue that was fixed was with the phone, where basically many times if you were on speakerphone, there would be an echo effect, which would be quite annoying for many people, especially when the other person was complaining that they heard the echo. The Mail application got some improvements as well. So the Mail application had many issues starting in iOS 13 since the beginning, but now there has been a resolved issue where remote images would still load when load remote images was off. Another fix was that it could cause multiple undo dialogues to appear in the Mail app, but I didn't have any issues like this over the past beta and iOS 13.3, so I believe that it was fixed, but if you've had any of these issues, then Apple fixed all of them. Now, there's also an issue which I really noticed, which was particularly annoying, and it was in the FaceTime app. So when you were FaceTiming with someone and you switched the camera to the back camera of the iPhone, it would use the ultra wide lens instead of using just the wide one. And this would be very annoying. Many times I would be making FaceTime calls. It would distort the person, and it would not really work out. Also, for some people, push notifications failed to be delivered when on Wi-Fi. Of course, I didn't have this issue, otherwise I would have noticed it, but many people had this issue. Also, there was an issue fixed with CarPlay where some calls were distorted in certain vehicles. I didn't notice this, but it depends on what car you have, and I've heard that it was mostly Nissans and Hondas. Now, what about the performance and battery life? So performance has been very good for me throughout this entire beta process, and it's very similar to the one of 13.3. So you will definitely not have any big difference regarding performance in 13.3.1, but many of the bugs that you had in 13.3 will be now addressed and fixed. What about battery life? So battery life has been quite good for me ever since iOS 13. There have been no problems whatsoever. And if you look at the past trend, of course, it depends how you use your phone and what battery life and capacity you have. As you can see, the battery life here is still at 100%, where some phones might have it at around 90, 80 or so. So here the battery life is very good, and I believe that it's about the same as in 13.3. So if you have any issues on older devices, then this update might help with your battery life. Now, should you update? Definitely you should update. It's really worth it if you've had many of the bugs, and especially if you care about your privacy, then this update will really allow you to disable many of the features that track you. However, don't get your hopes up for better battery life and performance, as that is not the case. It seems to be about the same as in 13.3. Well, this is the end of the video. If you enjoyed, then please leave a like down below and subscribe for more videos like this. And also don't forget to click the card shown up there if you missed my previous video. Okay, take care, and I'll see you in my next video.